When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Virginia's offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Turning it on. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Clemson's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, you know, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on, is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB, and so many things to look at.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive. Time around. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Working that left side now. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Virginia. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last? There he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. He's got it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Oh, what a move. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The RPO, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. Off play action on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he... The connection.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Under fire. He won't have enough for the 1st down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Baker. Fires to the end zone, and he really wanted to get the touchdown. But it's incomplete. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Grabbed behind the line. It's Everett. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Oh, they're after him. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Got a man. It's Pope. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. It's a draw. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Cavaliers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught close to the marker. It's Pope. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. And the Cavaliers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all three phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty. It's not fun. But let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
They just keep firing. On the run, still looking. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Baker. Whips it out in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. This is hardly a surprise after converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts. They'll try it again. Trying to do it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll take it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the... Trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. And the Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air, it's Baker. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their...
Turning it on! enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? From the gun, the ground game. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man in the middle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. A strike downfield. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Going over the top. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can...
He's got it. He's loose on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Virginia, 14.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Finds his man down the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Cavaliers can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Baker. He's going to let it go. And they won't make the connection. Look. A big play there.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm, and I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's a heat. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20.
That's a first down for the offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They're working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Quickly complete. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. That's a fumble on the play. He picks it up, still on his feet. And no one is going to catch him. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Touch pass on the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Caught behind the line. It's Everett. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Pocket breaking down. intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep. Holds it in on the left. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out.
Touchdown, Tiger! They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14, and they want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.